Our next story is about Uighurs, an ethnic Muslim group primarily living in China's northwestern province of Xinjiang. Thailand has deported dozens of them to China, ignoring warnings from the human rights groups who say that they will be persecuted. Before dawn on Thursday, a convoy of trucks with closed windows covered in black tape was seen departing the Bangkok Immigration Center. For more than a decade, these Uighurs were reportedly held in that facility before being forcibly sent back. They were escorted in handcuffs to a South China Airlines flight. It headed straight for Kashgar, which is in China's Xinjiang region, the very same place they feared going back to. Now, reports say that the deportation flight has 40 Uighur men aboard. Thailand's Deputy Prime Minister said that the deportation process was completed while maintaining Thai laws and regulations. China had also supposedly told Thailand that these individuals would be looked after.
China submitted an official diplomatic request. The Chinese government insisted to us that they wanted them back and that these people did not commit any serious offenses and they would be well taken care of.
What happened when they landed is something we do not know. There's a couple of questions that we need to ask here. If Thailand was following the legal procedures, why was the deportation carried out in secrecy? Why was it done in the dead of night with trucks covered in black tape? And to add to that, an unscheduled flight that flew them out. For anyone who has followed China's treatment of Uyghurs, they know the possibilities are terrifying. China has for years been involved in systematic persecution of the Uyghur Muslims, mass deportations, forced labor, torture, and even mysterious disappearances. Beijing has been accused of it all. Thailand's move has drawn condemnation from international players. The US Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, opposed it in the strongest possible terms. The United Nations called it a clear violation of human rights.
The UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk says the deportation of 40 ethnic Uyghurs to China is a clear violation of international human rights laws and standards. The men, who were part of a larger group, have been held in poor conditions at a number of immigration detention facilities in Thailand since March 2014. 5 have died in custody, 8 are believed to remain in detention. Our office has repeatedly urged the Thai authorities to respect their obligations under international law in relation to these individuals in need of international protection. It's deeply regrettable that they have been forcibly deported.
Australia too criticised the Thai government and opposed its decision. This isn't the first time Thailand has bowed down to Chinese pressure. In 2015, it deported over 100 Uyghurs to China. Later, many of them disappeared into vast detention centres in Beijing. All of these Uyghurs are a part of a group of 300 people who fled China in 2014 to seek refuge in Southeast Asia. They escaped the brutal repression in Xinjiang. Many of them were arrested by Thailand and were languishing in Thai detention centres and died in prison. The fate of the 40 Uyghurs who are now in China is likely sealed. They are not just deportees, they are victims of a global system that prioritizes diplomatic ties over human lives.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month we have viewers up to 150 million, that's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Lohon, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.